What's going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We're in this bitch breaking down the AFC West. Might not be any shockers in this one, but we're gonna break down who we got winning the division, how we rank all four teams, and the over-unders as we wrap up. But as always, go down, like, and subscribe. Comment who you got coming down to the West. And I'm Paul Pick and Win Contra, and I'm joined with.
Yeah, man, it's that boy Kev Water Voice of Boy, aka the Don P.O. You always known as the realest on your screen. And right, I'm not gonna lie, the black hard cast kind of goes with every fit, Pebble. I just peeped it.
I didn't even notice we had the cast on until literally like 30 seconds ago.
I'm like, okay, this do go with every fit because I got to go out tomorrow. So I'm like, all right, what fit am I gonna get to go with this? So I'm like, a red, black. I got options. Maybe throw some blue in there.
Might as well just stay in the Falcons gear.
Oh man, let them boys know.
It's football season. We're back.
I don't know. Them Gator niggas might be like, hey, bro, it's college time. Fuck all the NFL shit.
It's true. Week 0 does kick off this weekend. FSU, Georgia Tech. But AFC West talk was once one of the premier divisions in the league, and now it's kind of we know who's winning it, and it's kind of who's going to be second, third, and fourth.
Bruh, so it's hard to like, because we used to call this division the AFC West, but the fall that they have to is crazy. I think the first year they might have had 3 people in the playoffs when they had that extra team. Because I remember the Raiders had snuck in.
Yeah, I think it was because the Chargers made it too, and the Chiefs. So I think they did have all 3. I think that's where the nickname came from. And the Chargers like glory was lived like one night, and then the last season was just abysmal.
Nah, I think what happened was that was when they got Russell Wilson, and we was like, yeah, bro, this is the AFC West. Nobody's fucking with these motherfuckers.
Yeah, and now Russ Ash got shipped out of town and kept the $50 million.
53.8. That shit is a bag.
And I guess I can start there. I don't think it's gonna be much of a shocker. I mean, there's a couple teams you could argue that might take the last spot. I got the Broncos, and mainly because I think the Broncos opened up in 4th place. Bo Nix, they keep saying, "Oh, he's the most ready quarterback there was." He was in college for like 6 years. He was at Auburn for like 2. He was at then he went to Oregon, and everyone now thinks he's the guy because at Oregon he did. I'm not gonna lie, he had a great season. Oregon Ducks had a phenomenal season last year. Offense was hitting on all cylinders, but he's like 25, 26 years old as a rookie. Maybe he is going to be that guy, but I've never been big on Bo Nix. This Sean Payton loves him, but Sean Payton named him starter for the season. Maybe he is the truth. Maybe he's one of them. Maybe Sean Payton. Sean Payton is a quarterback guru, offensive mastermind. So maybe he knows more than me. But Bo Nix isn't going to fix the fact that Justin Simmons, you'll let walk out the door. Lloyd Cushenberry at center, you'll let walk out the door. Jerry Jeudy, your best wide receiver. Arguably, Corn Sutherland's a dog too, but Jerry Jeudy, one of your better receivers, let him walk out the door. And then now Bo Nix is going to take over a team that no one had high hopes in, and you expect something? I don't.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not going to lie, Cortland Sutton might be their best receiver. But I can agree, the Broncos, I'm not really high on them. They kind of cleared house, and when you clear house and don't put nothing, when you get rid of old furniture, you don't put in new furniture, the house is just empty, Paul.
Yeah.
So, like, I can't just sit there and say, like, yeah, man, let's invite a million people over if there's nowhere for them to sit. I don't know. We have a lot of stake in Bronco County. You're saying sell a couple.
I'm out of there.
You're saying sell. I still have my land over there. It's not worth shit, but they're starting over. Hopefully, they actually rebuild. Sean Payton is a pretty good coach. You can't forget the fact that this team did go 9-8 last year with all the bullshit they had to deal with. They scored 63 points, even though they did let a team put 70 on them. Like, this team is very up and down, and I think it's going to be the same thing. I just think it's going to be at a lot more downer periods. And maybe they are rebuilding. Maybe they're working towards getting some new shit to put in some new fancy foreign shit to put in the house. But right now the house is kind of empty.
Yeah, they're in the same boat to me as the Patriots. Like no one's expecting anything out of them this year. If they go fucking 3-4 wins, will not be shocked because I mean they're over under set at 4.5.
53 million, Paul. That's a lot of fucking money.
Oh yeah, the Walter family, they were pissed that they just got into the football game, give Russell Wilson all this money, stinks it up, and then Sean Payne's basically like, y'all want me to coach, don't you? Well, get him the fuck out of here.
Wait, so the Waltons bought it before the Russell Wilson contract?
Yes.
Okay, I thought they inherited the Russell Wilson
No,
contract. I
no,
was about
they're the one because they had all that guaranteed money in their bank. Like they would, oh yeah, we can throw out 50, 80 guaranteed 50 a year.
stupid.
And then who do you have in the third spot moving up?
I really could have put the Chargers right here because they lost so much, so much. But I'm gonna put the Raiders because I think they're a team that has some good pieces, some great weapons. A Devontae Adams. Um, Let me pull up their fucking receiver core. They do have some fucking.
What's his name? Jacoby Myers caught like 8 touchdowns last year.
So yeah, they have some hitters, but I think this is a team that's fighting to figure out who's their quarterback, Aiden O'Connell or not
Gardner.
Gardner. Yeah, Gardner Minshew is the secondary.
Yeah, but he got named starter as of I think like 2 days ago, so that's fresh as him being started. But it is something that could be a hot hand approach.
I mean, um, Gardner Minshew almost was one play away from was one first down away from challenge making the playoffs to last year. So we'll see. We can see what the Raiders do. I just don't want to put too much faith in them right now. Antonio Pierce might be able to lock in and get the boys on point. But I wouldn't be surprised if they use this year to start figuring some shit out. But I don't know how much figuring some shit out Devontae Adams would like to do.
See, I'm not. Devontae Adams might be out the door too. There's that whole talk about the Jets may trade for him halfway through the year. A lot of analysts are saying like we're betting their credentials on Devontae Adams would not be a Raider at the end of the trade deadline. So there's a lot of rumors that he's out the door. But I feel like that was the same rumors I was hearing last year, and he never got moved. Like he was there all year round. It's kind of hard to make that trade possible when the contract's that big. Like big contracts are not just easily flexed into somewhere else. Like there's only so many places he can actually go and then will be able to afford it.
Do you think if Devontae Adams got stuck on the Raiders that this his decision to leave the Packers is gonna just age so terribly?
Oh yeah, and it'll only age even worse if the Jets go on and have success with Aaron Rodgers, and the Packers continue to build upon the success they had with Jordan Love. Because then it really looked like the Packers didn't lose anything; they moved on effortlessly from one regiment to the next. Aaron Rodgers didn't lose anything; he went from one team to the next, and the only one who really lost would be Devontae Adams because he just ended his. He still probably go Hall of Fame, but it's gonna be that second half of the career that everyone will be like, "Damn, what could have been."
Yeah, I'm not mad at Devontae. I'm not mad at him against the Jets just off the face that he left while Aaron Rodgers was still on the Packers. He didn't know Rodgers was going to the Jets. It was either play one more year with the Packers and retire. That was kind of Aaron's mindset that he was telling his own peoples. But yeah, we'll see what the fuck happens. But yeah, that's my third.
My third, I'm gonna switch it up. I got the Chargers. I know you said you could have maybe put them in there, and I'm gonna put them in there because of the point you made. They just lost too much. Whereas the Raiders didn't have that great of a squad last year, and they still battled their way to 8 wins. I could see the same type of like situation for them where they just find ways to win. I know they don't have Josh Jacobs to tote the ball 25 times, but I fuck with Gardner Minshew. If you've been watching this podcast for a while, you know I'm a big Gardner fan, and I think he if Trevor Lawrence wasn't the Messiah that he was supposed to be coming out of college football, like he would still be a Jacksonville Jaguar. I think he would play good enough to stay to keep his starting job. Fortunately, my boy ain't there, so I think he's gonna get it done with the Raiders. On the Chargers side, though, I, there's no way. Like Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler, that's a lot of yards that you just have to make up for. A lot of points scored that you have to make up for. I know Herbert's back, but a lot of times people put too much weight into the quarterback. I do know it's the most important position on the field, hardest position, all that, whatever you want to call it. But if you can't throw it to people, what the fuck are you gonna do? Like he has great offensive line, good job there. But Quentin Johnson, Joshua Palmer, and Lad McConkey is not NFL caliber receiving core that you can go out there and put up great big points on. And the Chargers cannot stop the run. They've never been able to stop the run. And I don't expect them to be able to stop the run this next year. And now you're going to expect Justin Herbert to do magic for them to win games. And I'm not saying he can't do magic, but I've also seen him fold in close games within 3 and within 6 on the final drives a lot before. So just point that out there. I got them. It's going to be a battle between them and the Raiders on who gets that third, second spot. But I think the Chargers just don't. They don't like. They're all show. I don't think they got dog in them. Like when I watch the Chargers, they have finesse, they have skill, they look good, but they don't have that dog in them. I don't think anyone is actually afraid of the Chargers.
Not no dog in them.
Whereas the Raiders, I feel like they have Max Crosby. That's a dog. Christian Wilkins, that's a dog. Brock Bowers, best rookie tight end to come in, that's gonna be a dog. Like, I think Gardner Minshew. He may look like Scrappy, but he barks like Scooby. All right, that's a big dog.
Yeah, I was about to say he is a scrappy little one. But I can respect it. I'm not mad at it. They do got a lot of dogs on the Raiders. But so I'll tell you why I took the Chargers second. Because we talk about dogs, we do. But we forget the game is about chess. The game is about motivation. The game is about get on that motherfucking line, nigga. And John Harbaugh.
Jim.
Wait, is it Jim?
This is Jim. Michigan man.
Jimmy Harbaugh is that dude to do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think maybe it's because I just remember being a kid and him becoming the 49ers head coach. And the 49ers were abysmal. Like, they fucking sucked. And this is pre-Alex Smith, post-Alex Smith. I think, no, this is Alex Smith. And then I remember he made the switch to Colin Kaepernick. And we all looked at him like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? We had the white boy was doing this thing. Who the fuck is this thing? Next thing you know, Colin Kaepernick runs all over this bitch and takes the motherfuckers to the NFC Championship. And they would have won that bitch if it wasn't for the dude that dropped the 2 punt returns. Next year, I'm like, okay, the boys went on a random run. They shouldn't have did that. Next year, the boys go to the Super Bowl. And they could have won that bitch.
The Harbaugh Bowl.
And maybe the lights ain't go out.
Conspiracy still fluttering around that game because of that.
Even though they was getting their ass beat until the lights went out. But anything could happen. This is why I'm saying that I think Jim Harbaugh can come in and he can add a winning culture that immediately is effective. He understands what it's like to be an NFL coach already. He can put together a great staff. He does have a fucking one-of-a-kind talent in Justin Herbert. So and then his defense still got some pieces. So I really think the boys can lock in and make something happen, protect this damn quarterback, and they could go number 2. Because I like them to win the game against the Chiefs this year. Because every year them games be close as fuck. Thriller ass last minute games. I think this might be the year the boys catch them one.
I will ask, since I know for me having the Raiders at 2, I don't see them in the playoff picture, or even they might be like in that hunt type of thing, but not really a team that we think is gonna make it throughout the season. Do you think the Chargers are in that same boat as I picture the Raiders, or are they more, and you're having them at second, are they in that playoff picture potential?
I see them wild card weekend. You feel me?
Okay, I like to hear it. And without shock to anybody, we know who's the 2-time defending champion, looking for the 3-peat. We got the Chiefs rocking at the number 1 spot. Andy Reid, Mahomes, Kelce, they're on top of the mountain for a reason. You're going to have to knock them off if you want us to rank you above them.
Yeah, there's no question about it. And Paul, you might be the only person in the world right now that's downplaying the Chiefs offseason. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Niggas is across the board giving it an A.
I think people are putting too much like Chris Jones extension is me the biggest thing. But that technically wasn't in the offseason. That was a deal that they made towards the end of last year to bring him back on the team. They gave him that 5 years, whatever. This season, the rookie, I understand how good this rookie wide receiver can be. Xavier Worthy is a speedster. Texas, that boy was a demon. Well, we've seen John Ross was the fastest wide receiver to come in the NFL. Went to the Bengals, didn't do shit. There's been the Dree Archer, Steelers running back. Boy ran like a 4.23, didn't do shit. There's been a lot of times where these speedsters come in and people have this idea, oh, he's gonna be another Tyreek. He's gonna be another one of these guys, and it just doesn't happen. It's not. It's like the intangibles aren't there. It's like yeah, on paper he should be there, but it's like some things aren't coachable. Like I can go get a 6'5" guy that can jump a 40-inch vert, run a 4.5, and I can call him Travis Kelce, but he's not Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I think putting the Tyreek in there, that's where you lose me because like Tyreek is just a one of a kind talent. He's one of the people that was able to translate that speed into like in pads. Like it's one thing to be to run that 40. It's another thing to be in pads, and it's another thing to be in route, and it's another thing to get open. So like I understand completely, but I don't know how. I don't know.
And then Hollywood Brown, yeah, he could be good. This could be like a good fit for him. But I just think we're overvalued. I think it's still going to go. This is still Travis Kelce show on the Isaiah Pacheco. I just think they have a solid foundation. I didn't think they made crazy offseason moves, but I still think their foundation is a Super Bowl winning foundation. Like it's kind of don't need to change as much as people need. The other teams making crazy changes. They don't need to. They need to make minor tweaks.
And don't forget that they en route to get rid of Kadarius Toney. Like that's probably one of the best offseason moves you can do.
Yeah, if they cut him, boy, they might as well book the Super Bowl.
This is the same nigga that motherfucking dropped the pass in the first game against the Jaguars that could have been a first down to get them to score. Motherfucking lined up offsides on probably what would have been a touchdown of the year. And motherfucking talk shit about his own team before the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's them Florida boys.
So yeah, I don't know, man. If they get rid of Jip, I think it was the Super Bowl bound.
I got him at the first in the AFC West. I will go a little step further and say I don't think they're winning the AFC though. Like not playoff wise. I'm just saying the top record in AFC, who's getting the first round bye. I don't think they're getting the top 2 seeds. I think we'll be seeing a 3 or 4 seed out of the Chiefs this year.
We'll see. I like that take. I like that take. I wasn't thinking that, but now I'm thinking about it.
All right. Well, no shockers there. Let us know down below who you got winning the AFC West. And even if you got the Chiefs winning the West, let's hear how you got the 2, 3, 4 spot going because that's where it really is close. But as always, we appreciate y'all watching. Like and subscribe. I'm Paul Pickham Winham. That's Kevin, Waterboy Savoy. We broke down the AFC West. And if y'all didn't know, now y'all know, motherfuckers.
And if you didn't know, I got overpriced land over there in Bronco County. Holla at me if you're trying to buy it. It's overpriced like a motherfucker. It's above market value, but I'm just letting you know. Yeah, it could be a steal one day.
For sale.